Greetings, everyone. My name is Terry from Calandra Center for Health and Wellness. A number of years ago, I met a nurse practitioner that had recommended something to me that made a lot of sense. And over the years, I've really started to apply it, and I wanted to share that information with you. So, salt is antibacterial, and this is something that's actually been utilized for generations. It's that home remedy that everybody tends to go to. During this time when we're trying to keep our immune systems healthy, or even if you are experiencing sinus congestion or drippy nose, allergy related stuff, canker sores, sore throats, salt can be incredibly beneficial for this. So I wanted to review a couple of ideas for you to implement on a daily basis or when you're starting to experience symptoms. The first is nasal spray. So most companies, including Walgreens or CVS, Target, all of them have just a general run-of-the-mill, plain, simple saline solution. You do not want any other additives in there, just straight saline solution. And you're not going to do the squirt and sniff, as I refer to it. What you're going to do is you're actually going to have your tissue ready. I'm not going to do this on screen, but you're going to have your tissue ready, and you're going to take your products, your saline solution, and you're going to slowly squeeze it until it reaches right here. So it's not squirt and sniff. You're going to slowly squeeze it before it goes down the back of your throat. You are going to blow it out twice on each side. So once again, squeezing till it goes almost to the back of your throat, and then blowing it out twice on each side. The benefit to doing this way that I found over the years, instead of using the neti pot, which I was a big fan of the neti pot for many years, is the neti pot really pushes it up, and you're trying to drain it out through the other side. So really you're taking the stuff from one side and you're moving it to the other side with hope that it's actually going to come out. For some people like myself, the sinuses really are a reservoir. And what I was finding with the neti pot is it wasn't all coming out. So throughout the day, I would turn my head and water would come gushing out of my nose. Not the most attractive thing. And you have to think, what is that actually doing inside of there if all that's happening is it's sitting? So the idea with doing it this way is that you are irrigating and evacuating. You're going to do that if you are having active symptoms, if you have a sinus infection, or if you're starting to get sick and that nasal discharge is starting to become thick or green or frothy. You're going to do this once every 4 hours, okay? Except, of course, while you're sleeping. You don't need to wake up in the middle of the night to do it unless you're super congested and you're waking up anyways. If you start to see little red flecks of blood in there, that means that you're drying yourself out too much and to back it off. If all you are experiencing is the thin, runny mucus that happens when there's allergies that are outside, I recommend doing it once to twice a day, preferably in the morning or in the evening for you. Now, after you're done using your nasal spray, if you've been sick, throw it out. Buy yourself a new one. It only costs a couple of dollars. And this way you're not going to be transferring whatever bacteria and grossness was on this when you were sick to yourself when you are healthy. So be sure that you take the time to do that. The other thing that you can be doing is gargling with salt water. So like I was saying, salts has been utilized for thousands of years as a means of a preservative, but the reason why is because it's antibacterial. And there's actually studies that have been done that have shown how salt affects bacteria, including things like E. coli. So by gargling with warm salt water once to twice a day, if you're doing it once a day, you're going to help with your immune system. If you're experiencing active symptoms, it's going to help to clean that stuff out. And don't just swish it around. You actually want to gargle with it, feel it deep down in your throat, and spit it out. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more helpful tidbits.